Hello mga ka-learners! Welcome back again sa ating YouTube channel, Teacher Ako. So this time around, we will be talking about the definition of terms. Kung ready ka na, let's start. So kung bago ka pa lang sa ating YouTube channel, so subscribe ka naman sa ating channel para naman madagdagan yung mga subscribers natin at marami pa tayong ma-share sa mga bagong subscribers natin na tulad mo. Oo, ikaw. So kung bago ka pa lang, click mo na yung subscribe button at saka yung notification bell para updated ka sa mga bago nating uploads about research and language skills. So for today, we will be talking about the definition of terms in research. So when we say definition of terms is the part of a research paper where important concepts, variables, and technical terms are defined. This may be defined conceptually. So it's based on a dictionary, a particular theory, or literature. And operationally, which is based on how the researcher specifically uses or measures them in the study. So in research, my dear learners, the definition of terms section is an essential part of your research paper because it clarifies the meaning of keywords, phrases, or variables used in the study to ensure that readers, evaluators, and future researchers interpret them consistently and in the way the researcher intends. Kaya mga ka-learners, importante ang ating definition of terms section sa ating research paper. So kanina na-mention ko tong dalawang ito na conceptual at saka operational. So heto yung dalawang uri kasi ng definition of terms. So i-explain natin mas mabuti at magbibigay ako ng example para guided tayo. Para kapag gagawin na natin ito sa ating research paper, ay at least may idea tayo kung paano ito i-craft. So unang kind or unang type ng definition of terms natin ay yung conceptual definition. So as I have said, conceptual definition explains the meaning of a term as found in dictionaries, books, or theories. Ayan ha, meron tayong reference material na ginamit para sa ating definition na ito, which is the conceptual definition. For example, yung word natin or yung term to be defined natin ay yung word na motivation. So, in our example, motivation is defined as the internal drive that activates behavior and gives it direction. So this is from the works of Ryan and Deci 2000. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong reference material na ginamit for this definition. So kung ganito ang gagawin natin, halimbawa ito ng conceptual definition. Gets ba, mga ka-learners? Ayan, let's proceed. Ang pangalawang uri naman ng definition of terms ay yung operational definition, which is, it explains how the researcher specifically uses the term in the study. In short, kung papaano ito ginamit or gagamitin sa ating current study. Oo, yung study mo. Kung ano yung study mo na ginagawa, doon mo siya ipapattern kung paano mo i-define ang iyong term. For example, for our operational definition for the word or for the term motivation. For example, in this study, motivation refers to the score of the respondents in the Academic Motivation Scale or the AMS. So ito yung example ng operational definition. Kung papaano ginamit yung word or yung term na yon sa study mo. Okay ba, ka-learners? So ngayon, ano naman yung purpose of the definition of terms? Bakit natin ito kailangan sa ating research paper? Una, to avoid ambiguity and misunderstanding. Siyempre, the definition of terms ensures that readers interpret words and concepts in the way the researcher intends. Siyempre, para hindi tayo ma-misunderstood at hindi magkalito-lito ang ating mga readers. Pangalawa, to guide readers in understanding the scope and usage of terms because it helps readers know exactly how specific terms are applied within the context of the study. Siyempre, kung papaano ginamit yung term na yon sa study mo para yung readers natin alam nila yung specific term na yan na ginamit mo kung papaano na-apply sa study mo. Pangatlo, purpose of the definition of terms ay yung to provide clarity in the interpretation of research variables because it gives precise explanation of the variables to make their roles in the research clear. Ayan, kasi in-specify natin kung paano sila ginagamit. At least klaro. Pang-apat na purpose ay to ensure consistency of meaning throughout the study because it maintains uniform understanding of key terms so they are not confused with other possible meanings. Ibig sabihin, I am referring to our readers para nakafocus lang sila kung paano mo talaga ginamit yung term na yon sa iyong study. Okay ba tayo doon? Moving forward. So, eto naman yung halimbawa natin for the definition of terms section ng ating paper. So, ganito natin siya i-appear. So, for the definition of terms section, for example, ang term to be defined natin yung academic performance. So, ilalagay lang natin yung ating definition doon na in this study, it refers to the general weighted average or GWA of grade 12 STEM students for the school year 2024 to 2025. The other term to be defined here is study habits. These are the practices and routines that students use to learn effectively, such as note-taking, scheduling, and reviewing. And yung pangatlong example natin ay technology integration. The use of digital tools such as laptops, mobile phones, and learning platforms in classroom instruction. Ayan, ito yung ating sample. Ayan, so tapos na naman ang ating tutorial which is all about the definition of terms. Sana mga ka-learners, meron tayong natutunan ngayon kung paano natin gagawin ang ating definition of terms section sa ating research paper. So again, kung alam mo nakatulong ito sa iyo, share mo naman ang video na to sa iyong mga kaklase o kaya sa mga kakilala mong into research para naman at least magkaroon din sila ng idea kung paano ginagawa yung definition of terms section sa inyong research paper. So with that, thank you for being with me. Have a nice day. God bless you. Bye!